Did you hear that they're changing parts of Endgame?
What?
Yeah, they're re-releasing Endgame in the theaters, and they added different scenes or changed certain scenes to make it coexist and work better with Secret Invasion. Not Secret Invasion. Not even Secret Wars. Doomsday.
What?
Yeah, it's supposed so everything we've spent time on over all these years since Endgame, regardless of whether it was good or bad, and all those characters are gonna be in those movies.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it didn't matter that because these are direct sequels to Infinity War and Endgame.
I don't know, man.
What
are we doing? Why do we have to go back and touch something that was perfect? Endgame was perfect. That entire run, everything lead up into it, that phase 1 through phase 5 is the best thing that Marvel's ever done. It's one of the best things we've ever seen in movie history. How dare you touch it and go back and try to like bastardize and change it because, well, for our new story, we need to keep hashing up all of these things. It's like, go forward. Why do we keep the going backwards thing is killing me.
I'll tell you, agreed. First of all, 100% agree. And I'll tell you on top of that, like, as I watch things like this and as it comes around, it's like, it's almost like they're hoping we'll just be happy to see something.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is Robert Downey Jr.? I don't need him back. I don't need Chris Evans back. Get a great actor to play Dr. Doom.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to tie it back. You still have Thor there.
Yeah.
Which would be an interesting angle to see Thor have to deal with this with all new Avengers and not even his friends.
That would be pretty awesome because then we get to see him experience that and maybe leave. And that's why he wants to be gone. Yeah. We don't know yet. There's options. You can do a lot of stuff.
Or
but
just
I don't
the burden
like
of leadership,
Mm-hmm.
Because he always had sort of that issue with being a leader, like he thought he should be, but he wasn't always the smartest one.
Well, yeah, that's not his bread and butter.
Even in Thor Ragnarok, well, I mean, he did get pretty tough at the end.
Oh, very, yeah.
No, but yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Like it is, and like even whether he left or whatever his angle was, like it could have been an interesting angle.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? Like, I mean, him having to work with smarter minds, like Shuri and other ones and stuff like that. Like that could have been interesting. It so pisses me off that they didn't take the time. And Kevin Feige left for a little while to work on other stuff, and like that jumbled things up. But like, why in all of those was it 3 or 4 phases? Three phases. First three.
Yeah.
Why in all that time could you not bring somebody up with you and teach them and give them the chance to like take this and roll with it? And we need to stop relying on the Russo brothers. I'm sorry, they're not as good. They're not as good of filmmakers. Like they make a movie look amazing.
Yes.
They do, and I'm not going to put them down. And they've told some good tales for Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I mean, that's not their bread and butter. I think they are we have all of these characters being all mishmashed together. They're fantastic wranglers who are able to put on a glorious ensemble story. Yeah. And that's not really a common thing. So I get it. But at the same token, the movies itself, I mean, they're average at best. But we love them because we love the characters.
True. Well, Winter Soldier was fucking money.
That'd be funny. Winter Soldier still one of the tops. Yeah, I watched that the other day.
I'd have to go look up who wrote it though. But and it looks great. Like again, they can make a movie look really good.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, like I like so their movies. Welcome to Collingwood in 2002. Not a very good movie.
Okay.
You and Me and Dupree, which I like, but that is a guilty
love
pleasure.
That movie. I have Dupree all day.
Oh, then they did the Winter Soldier.
7 different kinds of smoke.
I love that movie. So you have Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. That's 4 very, very hardcore movies right there. And
yeah, I mean,
great job.
Not to mention billions of dollars. You know.
Then they have Cherry, which was this crime drama with Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm. Didn't watch it, but I'm aware of it.
The Gray Man, which it was fine, action-y movie. Like, but yeah, you don't even know who's in it. That's the point.
The Gray Man sucked. No, I remember watching it.
The
Gray Man legitimately was, I remember equating it immediately and going, The Gray Man is a gray movie. Everything about it is gray. It's the most average, middle-of-the-road, milquetoast thing I've ever seen.
Saturated bullshit.
The only funny part was when they're passing the person off back and forth and everyone's just killing each other. The fact that it was all Avengers killing each other was funny. That was it. It was the only.
Oh, no. I know what you're thinking of. And that was even fucking worse. Was that the one with Anna de Armas where they're on the thing?
Yes.
That's Ghosted.
Ghosted. That is a terrible movie.
Literally the only good scene in that movie, and it was still kind of an eye roll scene.
Oh, it is absolutely a hard eye roll.
Man was Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
I see what you're saying.
I do remember that.
The bad guy, and Ryan Gosling was the good guy.
And Chris Evans had the mustache.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't that great of a movie?
No, it's a gray movie. It's a 5. It is the hardest 5 you will ever see because it's like I elicit no emotion from this movie, and yet I do not dislike it in any way.
I do dislike it. I watched that and I was like, it's too long. It's too cheesy.
Look, man, I love me some Ghosted, and that is a bad movie. I love that movie because it is awful.
I knew you fucking liked that movie. I knew you liked that movie. Oh, I knew as soon as you said that, I'm like, he enjoyed that.
I did enjoy it.
I could see it in your face.
It's trash. But
it makes my loss tonight even worse. That's how hard this is. It makes that loss even worse that I have to deal with you liking that movie. I watched that and I was like, what are we doing? What is Hollywood doing?
It's officially at that point, like we kind of reached this, like, is this the oversaturation point where we're going to start to see the downturn? And we did. I would like to note that was called, that we did kind of see that and go, I think this is it. I think this is where everything starts to turn, and that's what's happening. And now with the mergers that are happening, I mean, we're going to lose so much creativity, so much intelligence, so much freedom in this medium. I honestly don't know what it's going to look like in 5 years.
Don't hurt my eyes. Because that's not even the worst movie of theirs, The Gray Man. They did The Electric State last year.
That movie sucked.
That movie sucked.
I mean, that was like, that was capital S-U-uck. It sucked.
So, like, if you have 3 movies in a row to me that you have that after Endgame, and Marvel hasn't been doing well, why is your first go-to the Russos?
Just because it's a known quantity.
That's the problem with Marvel, though. I think, like, the thing I like with what James Gunn is doing,
it should be done, buddy. Like, I don't think that they need to continue on. I think Marvel, we can all say thanks a lot for what you've done. I've loved it. I've enjoyed a lot of it. It's unfortunate, but I don't really care enough to keep seeing it. I got what I wanted, you know? I can still go back to all of those movies, and they're wonderful. Like, I was rewatching Guardians of the Galaxy 2 earlier. What a fantastic movie.
Great.
It's a great movie. It's got Kurt Russell. It's got Michael Rooker. Got Chris Pratt. We have some of the, I mean, it's such a beautiful cast.
Dude, it's so wild that you said those 2 names. I watched 2 movies, one with Michael Rooker and one with Kurt Russell this weekend. I watched Sea of Love with Michael Rooker.
Oh my God.
The Pacino movie.
Wow. Yes. Sea of Love. Oof.
And I watched Big Trouble in Little China.
One of the best ever.
One of the best ever.
So Wings of Liberty never lose a feather.
Well, you said the end. What am I supposed to do now? like, do I go back and say it? No, I don't go back. Now I sound like an idiot. Because for a second there, I was just going to be. I was going to start it off, and I was like,
"Start it off."
No, I can't start it off. You ended it already.
No, it's fine. I can say it again.
No, let's just let it go a little while, and then we'll say it.
Right.
That's how the Russo Brothers make a movie.
That, and now we understand.
We understand.
I get it. Yeah.
And if Doomsday does not live up, I don't think they should get the same like love that they get.
Well, I mean, it's not that. I don't think it's the problem with the love. I think going back and saying what you did for me then doesn't count for how I feel about you now. That's not fair. That's the same person who came up with that idea, who gave that artistic moment, who presented that for us. So I'm going to respect it and consider it. However, going forward, I want to see changes. I want to see different stuff. I want to see more. And I'm afraid that we're going to get less and things are becoming constrained, and it's kind of like all being pressed into that cookie cutter mold thing, which I appreciated with phases 1 through 4 because of the way they handled it. Mm-hmm. And then as we've progressed through it further more and more, I see where's my story? Where's my characters? Where's something new? Why do we have Christopher Nolan, whom I really want to see doing some incredible work, doing a shitty Odyssey? I'm sorry. I don't get why these things are continuously happening.
Wait,